Hi, I'm Dr. Marilyn Kindig-Stahl, and I'm here to talk to you about cognitive load principles. There are three that we're going to discuss today. First, spatial contiguity, followed by signaling, and temporal contiguity. Let's get started. Today I'm going to relate these to anatomy and the anatomy lesson that we do at Boonshoff School of Medicine. The first would be spatial contiguity. Spatial contiguity means that the words and the actions that you see are actually on the diagram. In the first picture, then we're looking at students who are drawing anatomy. They're using art through anatomy and helping to remember what they're learning. They also will put directly on the page the words of the anatomy, and then when they share them with others, it's right there. The other way to do that would be maybe to use a diagram when we discuss how well the anatomy looks. First, the percentages of what people actually knew anatomy before the art through anatomy, and then the second diagram showing how much improvement we had with a great percentage of learners saying they understood anatomy after that project that we did. Number two, we're going to talk about signaling. So when our students then share their anatomy in front of the class, you can see this student has his anatomy and he's pointing to it. But look at now when I add the signal or that big arrow pointing out what anatomy I want the student to look for as the other students are sharing, it just is much easier to see and find out. We also find this when we're talking with the radiologist about different CAT scans or areas on ultrasound or MRI. In this diagram then, we have a CT scan showing the appendicitis and an arrow directly pointing right at the appendix. The third thing then we use is temporal contiguity. So when I'm discussing things with the student, I like to actually have up on the picture or on the board what I'm discussing or talking about. So temporal contiguity is when we're actually talking, and I would maybe talk to instructors about how we teach anatomy. So we have the students sharing their pictures, explaining their pictures, while at the same time via WebEx, we have students at home that are ill, have COVID, can't come, or students who are on a rural rotation. And we're able to use our WebEx camera for virtual learning far away from the site, but yet all the students are working together. So these cognitive load principles then that we discussed, spatial contiguity, signaling, and temporal contiguity.